Okay, good morning, students. So today again we'll continue with the continuity and differentiability. That is, the continuity part will continue. So I hope you remember the definition of continuity. So what do you mean by continuity? So continuity can be said in two ways. Either the function is continuous at a given point, and if it is continuous at every point in the domain, then we say that the function is continuous. Okay, I hope you remember the definition of the continuity. So this was the definition of the continuity. So what was the definition? Continuity at a point. At a point C means what you have to verify. You have to verify 3 points. That is, whether f of C, the value of the point, the value of the function at that point exists, and you have to find the limit as it tends to that particular point, and you have to check whether those two are equal. If they are equal, or if it does not, if they are equal, then we can say that the function is continuous. Okay, in case if any of these three condition fails, then we say that the function is discontinuous at that particular point. Okay, so now if this is about a point, suppose you have a domain, say real numbers, and you have to check whether the function is continuous in the domain. So what you have to do, you have to take a random element, say C, or take a random element, check for this particular C. Okay, check for this particular C, and then see that if it is true for this particular C, then we can generalize as the function is continuous at each and every point in the domain. Okay, this is how we proceed. So far we have discussed some of the problems. So today we'll continue with okay, where we had ended our last class was to prove that the constant function is continuous. Okay, we had proved that constant function is continuous. So always remember, if you have a function, suppose if you have f of x is equal to some 3, then directly without any argument you can conclude that the function is continuous. Okay, so that is the benefit, that is why we have proved that constant function is continuous. So in general, always you have to remember that constant function is always continuous function. Okay, next up we have this question: prove that the identity function on real numbers. You have to prove that the identity function on real numbers given by, you know about identity function, right? So what do you mean by identity function? Identity function means whatever you give, it gives back the same element. F of x is equal to x. For example, what is f of 3 under identity function? It is 3. What is f of minus 3 under identity function? It is minus 3. Okay, so whatever might be the value of x, the same value you'll get as answer. So that is what identity function is. And I hope you know the graph also. So now we have to check that whether identity function is continuous or not. Okay, we have to check whether identity function is continuous or not. So what is the procedure? First, you remember the things. What we have to prove? We have to prove it is continuous at every real number. So what we'll do, as I told you earlier, when you have to prove for every real number, you cannot take, right? ನಿಮಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಗೆ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ಇನ್ಫೈನೈಟ್ ಸೆಟ್. ಹೌದಾ, ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? You remember what we had discussed in the previous class? We'll take a general element. ಒಂದು general element ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ತಗೋತೀವಿ. Say C. Okay, we'll take a general element. ಈ C ಗೆ we check the conditions of the continuity, and if it satisfies for this C, then we'll generalize it as the function is continuous everywhere. Okay, so what is the definition of the continuity at a point? Okay, say at x is equal to C, how to prove? The first condition is you have to check what is f of C. Okay, what is f of C, whether it is finite or not. If it is finite, f of C exists. Okay, then what you have to check? You have to check limit of f of x as x tends to C exist or not. Okay, so if you have definition different agide anta helidre, andre split agide definition. Suppose x greater than 1 ಆದಾಗ ಒಂದು, x less than 1 ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಒಂದು, ಈ ರೀತಿ definition ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ you have to go for left hand limit and right hand limit. Okay, if the definition is general, ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಒಂದೇ ತರ ಇದೆ, f of x is equal to some x square for every x ಅಂತ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಇದೇ ತರ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ, so there you don't have to go for left hand limit and right hand limit. Okay, so directly you can find the limit. if you have to find left hand limit and right hand limit, what is the condition? You have to find left hand limit, you have to find right hand limit, and you have to check whether both are equal. If it is equal, only then we can say that limit exists. Okay, only then we can say that limit exists. So if this condition is also done, then you have to go for the third condition. What is the third condition? Limit f of x as x tends to c is equal to f of c. So if this is also satisfied, then you can say that the function is continuous at c. Since c is a random element, we can conclude that the function is continuous at everywhere. Okay, so we'll begin. We'll begin to do all these things. So what I'll do, let c be any real number. Okay, I've taken a real number. Let c be any real number. What is the function? They have given the given function is, what is the function? Given function is f of x is equal to x. That is the identity function. Whatever you give for x, the same value you will get it back. Okay, now what you have to find? You have to verify three conditions. You remember the three conditions? First one is f of c exists. You have to check whether f of c exists. So find what is f of c. What is f of c? According to this definition, f of x is x. So f of c is c. Okay, so first condition is done. What is the second condition? Limit of f of x as x tends to c exists. You have to check this. Since here the function is defined uniformly, correct? ಅಲ್ಲಿ changes ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಷ್ಟಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್, ಹಾಗೇನು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಒಟ್ಟು ಎಂಟೈರ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೇಗಿದೆ? f of x is x itself. So you find the limit f of x as x tends to c. So that is limit of, what is f of x? f of x is x. So you substitute it. f of x is x as x tends to c. So that is limit of, if you substitute the value, you'll get it as c, and it is a finite number. So you can see that even the second condition is verified. Now you go for the third condition. What is the third condition? Limit f of x as x tends to c should be equal to f of c. So whether both are equal? Yes, both are equal. Therefore, or you can take from 1 and 2. Okay, from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2. What you can see? Limit of f of x as x tends to c is equal to f of c. Correct? Therefore, the function is continuous. Therefore, the function is continuous at x is equal to c. Okay. Therefore, the function is continuous at x is equal to c. Since c is a general element, okay, since c is a general element, what we can conclude? Since c is a general element, since c is a random element, since c is a random element, we can say that since c is a random element, we can directly conclude that random element. Therefore, function is continuous. F is continuous everywhere. Every real number. Okay. So what we have proved? Identity function is a continuous function. So hereafter, if you see a constant function or an identity function, without any doubt, without a blink of eye, you can say that the function is continuous. Okay. So identity function is also continuous function, and constant function is also continuous function. Okay. So we'll move on. I hope this is clear, students. So we'll move on. Okay, what you have to prove? You have to show that every polynomial function is continuous. What you have to show? You have to show that every polynomial function. So what do you mean by polynomial? What do you mean by polynomial, students? So if you have f of x is equal to x cube plus x square plus 1. This is a polynomial. Okay. Or if you have f of x is equal to x square plus 1. Or if you have f of x is equal to x plus 1. X square plus 1 plus x power 4. These are nothing but polynomial functions. Okay, now what you have to prove? You have to prove that if you have a polynomial function, it is always continuous. Okay, it is always continuous, you have to prove. For that, you should know the general representation of polynomial function, right? You should know how we will represent a polynomial function. So, general representation of polynomial function is f of x is equal to, okay, let f of x is equal to a naught x to the power n plus a1 x to the power n minus 1 plus a2 x to the power n minus 2 and so on plus a n minus 1 x plus a n. Okay, so here if you see x is the variable and a naught, a1, a2, an minus 1, an are some real numbers. Okay, so in order to be a polynomial function of degree n, here you can see what is the highest degree over here. The highest degree is n, correct? The highest degree is n. So this is a polynomial function. Degree anta helidre maximum x ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಪವರ್ ಇದೆ. Suppose if you have f of x is equal to x cube plus x square plus 1 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, so the degree of this polynomial function is 3 ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ x cube ಇದೆ. So here what is the degree of this polynomial function? It is n. Okay. If it is a polynomial function of degree n, the condition is a naught should not be equal to 0. ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ x n ಜೊತೆ ಏನ ಕೋಎಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ, it should not be 0 always. If it is a polynomial of n degree, then a naught should not be equal to 0 and all the ai's ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ a1, a2, a3 ಎಲ್ಲಾನು it should be a real number. All these should be a real number and these n ಇಲ್ಲೇನಿದೆ n minus 1, n minus 2 ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು? These are nothing but integers. N belongs to z. So these are nothing but integers. Hope this is clear. So this is the general representation of a polynomial function. F of x is equal to a naught x to the power n plus a1 x to the power n minus 1 plus a2 x to the power n minus 2 plus so on an minus 1 x plus an. Where a naught, a1, a2 etc. ಅದನ್ನ ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಗೆ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ? ai ಅಂತ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Okay, I have represented it as ai. So what are those? Those are real numbers. So ಈ polynomial of nth degree ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು necessary condition ಏನು? The coefficient of x to the power n should not be equal to 0. Okay, should not be equal to 0 and these are nothing but, these powers are nothing but they should be integers. Okay, they should be integer numbers. Okay, so this is the general representation. Now what you have to prove? Em prove ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ? What you have to prove, students? So you have to prove that this polynomial function, okay, this polynomial function is continuous. This polynomial function is continuous ಅಂತ prove ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. For that we have to take the value for x. Okay, for that we have to take the value for x. As I told, x belongs to, okay, x can be anything, okay, any real number. So what I'll do, we'll go for the general method. So what is the general method? General method alli hege prove madudu ನಾವು? First we take a point. Okay, let c be any real number. Okay, let c be any real number. Okay, now what you have to check? The three conditions. Remember the three conditions? What are the three conditions, students? So what are those three conditions? Do you remember to check whether the function is continuous or not? First one is you have to find what is f of c. F of c is finite or not. Okay, f of c exists. Second one, what is limit of f of x as x tends to c, and then you have to see whether these two are equal. That is limit of f of x as x tends to c should be equal to f of c. Okay, this is what you have to verify. So we'll start. We'll start with the first one. First you have to find what is f of c. Okay, so what is f of c? We have f of x. So what is f of c? In place of x, we have to replace it by c. So we'll get a naught c to the power n plus a1 c to the power n minus 1 plus a2 c to the power n minus 2 and so on plus an. Okay, so you can see that c is a real number. Okay, c is a real number. Real number ಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಪವರ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಎರಡನ್ನು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅಗೇನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್. So this is nothing but this is a real number, this is a real number, this is a real number, this is a real number. So sum of real numbers we get. So which means f of c exists. Correct? F of c exists. What is the second thing? You have to check what is the limit of f of x. Okay. Here the function does not change. Function is always the same. So what we have to find? We have to find the limit. So limit f of x as x tends to c is equal to limit. What is f of x? F of x is the given function. Write the function. So it is a naught x to the power n plus a1 x to the power n minus 1 plus a2 x to the power n minus 2 plus so on plus a n minus 1 into x plus a n as x tends to c. So now what you have to do, wherever you have x, replace it by c. Okay, here one thing you have to observe, what we have, limit of sum. Correct? We have limit of sum. What is limit of sum, students? If you have limit of f of x plus g of x. What is it? As x tends to c, it is nothing but limit of f of x plus limit of g of x. Do you remember this? We had discussed it in the first class. If you have sum of the limits, if you have limit of sum, it is nothing but sum of the limits. So ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ನನಗೆ ಇದನ್ನು I can split this. Correct? I'll split. So it is limit a naught x to the power n as x tends to c plus limit a1 x to the power n minus 1 as x tends to c plus limit a2 x to the power n minus 2 as x tends to c and it goes on. Okay, so last but one, limit an minus 1 x as x tends to c plus limit of an as x tends to c. Okay, so that is what it happens. Now we know that these limits are existing because ಇದೇನಿದು x ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪವರ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಈ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, x ಇದ್ದ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ c ಇಂದ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಐ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಐ ಗೆಟ್? a naught c to the power n plus a1 c to the power n minus 1 plus a2 c to the power n minus 2 so on plus an minus 1 into c plus what is the last limit? Limit of some number. Number anta helidre it is a constant. What is the limit of a constant? Limit of constant is itself. So it becomes an. Now you can see that if you check 1 and 2, if you check 1 and 2, what you can see? 1 and 2 are same. Correct? 1 and 2 are same. So what does that mean? The limit, the third condition is also verified. So hence we can say that the function is, the polynomial function is continuous at c, hence it is continuous everywhere. So always remember these three functions, all these three functions, that is identity function, constant function and polynomial functions are always continuous. Okay, remember this, we need this for many other problems. Always remember, you don't have to go for a doubt. If it is a polynomial function everywhere, polynomial function ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅದಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಒಂದೇ ತರ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, it is continuous always. Okay, so polynomial function is a continuous function and then identity function is a continuous function and constant function is a continuous function. So what you have to make a note, the polynomial function, then the identity function and constant function are always continuous. The constant function are continuous. Okay, so this is the thing which you have to study in today's class. So what and all you have studied? You have studied that constant function is continuous, you have studied identity function is continuous, and you have studied polynomial function is continuous. So I hope whatever we have discussed today was clear. Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can ask the thing in the next class. Okay.